Hey, good morning. It's Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach, day 78 of the journey. And this is take 5 for this video. So obviously it's an important one because maybe it's not supposed to go out, which means it's supposed to go out because I'm talking to somebody this morning. Um, Again, day 78. Yesterday was Wednesday and I got out for a little bit. The Rangers played a game at 105 and wanted to get out there while I could because after surgery, I'm not going to be able to go do anything like that for quite a while I'm healing. And I can't be in big crowds and stuff due to infection, things like that. So my buddy Clay went with me and actually, I mean, we had a blast. Some people say baseball's boring, but they've sped the game up and it was a lot more fun. The game was over like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And so, but I'm thankful Clay went. I've learned that I can't get into a non-airflow environment and do very well. Several times I got a little bit worried, but Clay was there to kind of give me ice water and kind of watch over me. So I'm thankful for that. But, this morning, going to Oklahoma City, Ron Pyle is driving. So again, somebody with me after April 18th. I really can't leave the area. But speaking at John Marshall High School, a inner city school in Oklahoma City. So be praying for that trip this morning that we make, if you would. This morning, I'm still talking about Easter a little bit. Some things I want you to think about that have to do with the heart and that God can give us a heart change. And if you know the story, Judas is the one that sold out Jesus for like 30 coins. And of course, Jesus knew everything that was going to happen before it happened. He could have stopped it. He could have punished Judas. He could have taken matters in his own hands. But the reason he didn't is he was about his Father's business. And because of that, Jesus let things unfold the way they were supposed to unfold. And he did not step in and cause interference, if you would. Here's what I'm talking about this morning is you kind of having a heart change. Anytime someone hurts you, intentionally, unintentionally, you want to seek vengeance. You are like, eye for an eye. You want to tit for tat, if you would. You want to cook their goose and like, well, if they're going to do me this way, then I'm going to do that to them. Okay, but hold on, you're a Christ follower. Why do you think Jesus did not interfere? He was about his Father's business. God says in his word, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Not yours. It's not your job to show someone what's up. It's just not. But immediately that's where we want to go sometimes. Like, well, if they're going to do this to me, I'm going to do that to them. It's just only right. But as a Christ follower, it's not right. Either we're going to be like Jesus or we're not. That's what you have to ask yourself this morning. And to be like Jesus, you got to know the personality of Jesus. You got to know Jesus as the man. That's what I've been studying a little bit more. I see people go on Facebook and they shove the gospel down people's throat. I see on Facebook, social media, people telling them what they need to be doing, not like Jesus. If you want someone to know Jesus, you need to love them like Jesus. You need to be like Jesus. Doing things like that only drives them away. You need to come across like Jesus. Now understand, we all make mistakes. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, slow down and ask yourself, am I being like Jesus? And taking matters in your own hands and saying, well, if they can do that to me, I'm going to do this to them. Not like Jesus. Again, Jesus could have cooked Judas's goose, but he didn't because he was about his Father's business. So this Easter, ask yourself, do you really have a heart like Christ? Or is yours filled full of vengeance, anger, bitterness? Man, we're talking about going into Easter Sunday, man, to have peace and to be like Christ. Think about that this morning. I know it's a strong word, but it's true. Today, try to be a little more like Jesus, and that is to love sometimes the unlovable.